check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Ready, 250. Zebra! Hurry up, get set! Mike 37. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This will be caught by Brown. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, 50. Hey, orbit. Mike 37. Let's go. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Come on.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
In your face.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at that 18-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the Falcon first down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I got you. Alert! Bravo!
Stafford. Got him in. It's Brown. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
10. Hey, wahoo! Let him know.
Now it's Stafford. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Hey, Wood!
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
One left. Check. 59.
Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stay 50.
On the toss, it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hurry! Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Bring it.
Stafford. A deep ball for Gurley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Ready, go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On first down, Love. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
A gain of 12. First down, Falcons.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Keep 39. Show it up. Show it on.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. On first down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, it's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Hey, they're scared. Alert. Wide. Get wide.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's complete. James White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Go, 4 down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got White here. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, Wilson. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Watch the screen. Gun. Hey, check Mike 45. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Good job right there. 45. Mike, 45.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wilson, and Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. That's complete to White. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Now White lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. throwing on first down. Love. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Set heck. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. What? Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Safety quick.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
14, find it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. It's caught. This is White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
I'll go special. Check, 59. Go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This complete to Jones. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now going to throw again. He completes it right side to White. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Julio Jones all alone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A try here for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Get your swarm on. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, go.
Throwing again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Love. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, Love. The 20. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Maher is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey, 0.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Love. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through